said, I could see why women feel that way, but most guys feel like.
Right. Now, I was saying, you know, most guys feel like, yo, oh, he was in your DMs, but you ain't never see him. Like, you know, like it's not real, you know.
I have to say hi to my friend. Hey, Elroy. Hey, Chris, what up, Chris?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah.
So, yes, I don't know yet what just happened, but
you were saying men ain't gonna consider it cheating unless it gets physical.
Right. I mean, most dudes that I know, you know what I'm saying, unless, like, you know, it's actually, they were hanging out with them. Yeah, unless they, like, you know, they was hanging out and stuff like that.
So what if they hanging out and it didn't get physical yet?
I mean, but that's still physical because you're physically present. So it's still physical because you're physically present. You know, like, it's digital. It's digital if you in DMs or you on text messages or you on WhatsApp or whatever it is you on. You know what I'm saying? What's these apps? Not Twitter. You know, those apps. What, Beehive? No, I don't know the apps.
I don't know any.
I don't know the apps. Beehive or some shit like that.
Okay. I think my friend mentioned
Black People Meet.
Whatever.
I don't know the name of them. I just know they have them.
eHarmony.
Oh, yeah, eHarmony. Right.
Christian Mingle.
Right. You know
That's
what
all I know.
Those spots, you know what I'm saying? What they got? Tinder or Tinder? Yeah, one of those two.
Some other stuff too. I can't think of any to tell you.
Black Planet. Is it Black Planet or Black?
Is that still around?
I don't know. That's I don't know.
Let me ask my daughter, Kayla. What apps do people use for dating? Yeah. Or dating. Yeah. Bumble? Is that one?
Oh, that's the one. I was calling it Beehive. Bumble, yeah.
Yubo? What's Yubo? What's Yubo?
You asking me. I'm finding out with you.
You don't know? Tinder. What else? Grindr?
Whoa.
What the hell is Grindr?
I don't know, but it sounds worse than Tinder.
It sounds like it belongs on Pornhub.
Word.
She said she's not gonna tell me. Now I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, I guess you don't want to know that. Might have to do your homework, Ink. Nah.
I know. Talk about how do you know about that? Hold up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I guess
it's a dating site because I don't know. The name is giving me physical. It's not giving me love connection. It's giving me. It's giving me quick meetup. Grindr? That don't sound romantic at all.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Listen, you better not have Grindr.
Yo, you're too funny.
Yeah.
No, I guess you check your people's phone and they got some of these ads. You probably be like, yo, hold on, wait, my nigga.
Where did that come from? Bring my phone, Kayla. Now I gotta go look. God damn it.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, but you know, I guess in those type of situations, I don't know. You know, I don't know how most people would feel. You know, me personally, like I said, I won't find those things out unless you come tell me, like, yo,
right.
I got a grinder.
But my question is it cheating unless it gets physical? Like, is it
for me? No. Well, for me, no. I mean, like I said, nobody's perfect, so I know I'm probably lacking in, you know what I'm saying, something. And if you was there, like, especially like, you know, because I'm not the buying a whole bunch of flowers and shit. Every time I come home, I'm not coming with a box of chocolates and shit like that. Like, I'm not that guy, you know. I mean, I buy gas and shit. I'm just, you You know, like
you have to know your woman. You have to know your significant others.
Right. You know, I'm just
like
saying.
A full tank of gas and a car wash. Listen.
Right. You know,
flowers. You can keep that chocolate.
Right. Right. You know, so I'm just saying, I'm not that right. I'm not the romantic type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So what's the question? Oh, I got you. So basically, you're saying if no physical contact happened and the two people never met, can it be considered cheating? You know, they never met. There's no physical contact. Everything is straight digital. Whether it's on any of those apps or
on a phone, tablet,
text, DMs, messengers, whatever it is, but they've never met. It's just straight digital. Drift to reality say yes. Explain, Drift. Tell us more. Why you say yes? You feel emotional connection is cheating? I understand you're saying yes, it's a form of cheating. I'm just saying why is a form of cheating. It's emotionally cheating. So you can emotionally cheat. If you share your emotions with somebody else, you're cheating on the relationship that you're in. Is that what you're saying? The thought of doing more is a thought in general. I mean, shit. Who don't have that thought about a lot of these entertainers?
I was gonna say,
like a lot of these.
To put a whole lot of
you know what I'm saying? Like the thought, shit, man. That's a dude. Drift to reality. You a dude? Come on, because I'm just saying.
I feel like.
Nene said yes. Trini said yes. Yes, sir. Emotionally cheating is cheating. If you sharing your emotions with somebody else, that means you giving away my boo. You giving my boo away. You ain't supposed to give my boo to nobody. I feel.
I don't know about. I can't say that I completely agree with that. Even as a woman, because I feel sometimes I need a sounding board, and I have a couple of males that I do. Like, you know, kind of throw ideas off of just to see if it sticks.
Right.
And what constitutes an emotional connection that would put it under the category of cheating? That's why I say, for those who missed it, my perception is until the conversation is conversation. I feel like people flirt. I don't think there's much you could do about that. I think people might make offhand comments sometimes. Sometimes Caribbean people can't help it. You say some weird shit. And you know that if your significant other heard it or read it, they're not going to take it the way you probably meant it. But I feel like until the conversation turns sexual, I don't have a problem as far as thinking that it's cheating. Now, if you start to maybe disclose personal things within our relationship and stuff like that, I have a problem with you kind of crossing a line of boundaries as far as like privacy. But cheating would have to be, you know, whatever it is you're saying, it is what it is. But once you get sexual or your message is interpreted sexually, then yeah. No.
Okay, so all right, I hear you, right? And I agree. Like I said, when you said sexual, yeah, I could understand that because, like I said, sexual, it turns into a physical thing. For me, when you say sexual, I'm gonna say sexual to the point where you know you're actually touching yourself. You know, you pulling on your nipples or whatever it is you're doing. You're actually doing.
We love to pull on our nipples.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I'm just saying whatever it is. You know, I'm just saying physical, you know. So that's where that sexual level, you know what I'm saying? But sexually words, shit, I dated a writer before. I mean, shoot, all her texts was sexual. It sounded like she couldn't even help herself. Her conversation just sounded like it, like all the time. You know what I'm saying? And she used to shoot ideas and stuff like that off of different people, kind of like you said, you know, like this is how she gets her inspiration. So understanding that too, kind of like I think that's partly what numbed me to a lot of those type of things, like being in a situation to understand those type of things. So it kind of numbed me to like, all right, nah, real talk though, if it's not really physical, you know, like, I think one of them said was like, oh, all it would take is an actual meetup. Okay, maybe true. Yes, maybe true. But we're saying that they never met. You know what I'm saying? We're saying,
but that's when you cross the line between flirting or maybe some people considering inappropriate. But I would call that cheating. The meetup is the cheating, because if you're doing all of that, there's intention, and that's
right. That's where it turns physical, because like I said, you're physically present now. You know,
even if they don't act on it,
even if they don't act on it,
up on that one time, yeah. But your intention, based on the conversations leading here, was
right. Even if they don't act on it, and even if it was just them meeting, having an initial meeting, you know what I'm saying? But that turned physical because now you became physically present. You know what I'm saying? So it still goes against what we're trying to actually, you know, say it.
Yeah.
At this point right here, they haven't met. You know what I'm saying? Possibly, yes. Possibly, if they did meet, possibly. But they didn't meet for whatever reason. However long
that hasn't happened yet.
They haven't met. So we're not holding it on if they did meet or was they planning to meet. You know what I'm saying? Because then that just turns this whole thing into a whole different balloon.
Hypothetical, right?
That there's no type of, you know, we wouldn't be able to grasp it. You know, but
so okay, do you think flirting is a form of cheating?
Well, see, like flirting, like I said, I mean, people like to talk shit, you know, and sometimes some people, some characteristics, you say something, even if they have no intention behind it, they just gotta, nah, you ain't gonna just talk crazy to me like that. You know or like, oh, that sounds crazy.
They don't know the art of flirting. I think as Caribbean people, because like if you just listen to Caribbean music, and I'm sure probably, you know, Spanish music and stuff like that, there's all these like sexual innuendos. So it's almost like, look at how we dance. There's nothing sexual about it until you make it sexual. Like you could whine on somebody and keep it moving and not, you know what I'm saying? Give it a second thought. Like, this is not my idea of flirting. This is dancing, and then I'm gonna move on, go to the bar like I was. You know, when the song came on. This just happened to be my song. You was just a bystander, you know. So culturally, you have to take that in consideration too, because I have had coworkers flirt in a way that I know would sound weird to someone else's ear. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you have to be very specific, especially between you and your partner, with what is and is not appropriate. You know, where we drawing the line, because it goes from little things like, I call everybody boo. What up, boo? You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, hey, I'm boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if that is a problem, then you know a lot of the other things, you know, that may come about could be considered cheating to that person, because they're already stopping you with the greetings and don't use certain words. I think it definitely is a couples thing, because there are couples that they don't play that. There's no flirting, there's no talking, there's no none of that. You know what I'm saying? So
kind of like Nene said, oh no, it's emotionally cheating. So all right, and I wanted to you know, go back to emotionally cheating as well, right? So we're saying they never met, right? So just for anybody who's just joining, so you can know what's going on, we're basically saying if two people that never met, you know what I'm saying, and either one of them is in a relationship, can it be considered cheating if the two people never met, you know? Just through their digital conversation, can it be called cheating? So one of our guests was like, emotionally cheating. Now, most dudes that I know, they don't have a therapist. They're not going to therapy and things like that, you know? So with emotionally cheating, you know, in your relationship, maybe that person is not getting, like I said, I'm not perfect. So I know that. that person is not getting something from you. What emotionally, something from you they're not getting. They probably been begging for it. They probably been, they probably gave you hints. They probably even told you, yo, this is what I need from you emotionally. And the person still can't give it to them for whatever reason.
Right.
So now they're here and this digital interaction is going on, and now it's turning like, oh wait,
you're kind of getting a fix for what it is.
But it still hasn't gone, like I said, anywhere further than this. And it might not. It could, and it might not. You know what I'm saying? But right now we don't know what the future holds. We're saying right now they haven't.
It hasn't, right.
You found that out. I couldn't feel that you was emotionally cheating because, like I said, it's either I'm gonna be like, well, let's try to work on it if we never got there. Let me see if I can help you. If you still need that, then use it. But let me see. And then if it's something that I know that I haven't been giving, I'll be like, shit, well, I understand.
I don't have it. So here's my thing with emotional cheating. I think sometimes you gotta, I don't know, I like layman's terms. So what is emotionally cheating? Is it you can't share your feelings with your significant other? Do you feel like you can only express yourself 100% to this other person? Like, to me, that sounds like a friend. So I don't know. That's why I asked, like, give me layman's term. What is emotionally cheating? Is it just the art of flirting or being flirtatious and having intentions or not having intentions? Like, I need more of a description.
So in those descriptions, it will be one or the other that makes sense to you as far as this could be considered cheating and that shouldn't. So let's give them both, because I'm going off of what Nene said with emotionally cheating. Like, for me, none of it would matter. You understand? So I'm learning as well. You understand? Because I like I said, for me, it'd be like, what? Y'all never met? Oh, he in your DMs? Oh, okay. What, you want me to read this shit? You want me to read it? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? Am I missing something here?
Right.
Like, what are you trying to tell me? That's how I would perceive it. The way it would be perceived. Even if I walked in on the shit, like, okay, I'll wait till you get off this conversation. Let me find out if it's, you know what I'm saying?
But you talk like a lot of guys don't. So everybody got to take their opinion with a grain of salt, because it sounds very liberating, but I don't think a lot of guys would react like that or be in this understanding space of, oh, you haven't met him. Because like I said, if your girl puts some stuff that she planned on doing to this guy, it's turned sexual. It's not cheating yet, according to you.
Yeah. But it's
That's
not
a hard pill for me
not
to swallow.
Cheating though.
As soon as, listen, it's one thing to flirt, it's one thing to be, complimentary. It is a whole nother thing to introduce anything sexual into the conversation.
So
then I'm done.
So you'll say,
here's the thing. If you do all of that, you might as well have cheated, because you getting the same punishment, same reaction. You might as well have gone and did.
That's so her story, shit, boy.
Listen,
whatever
you text you would have done, you should have just done, because you getting the same energy partner.
Oh, wait. Drift to Reality said emotionally cheating is when you lying about your closeness to someone else. Emotional cheating can go very deep, but it gets serious when you start exchanging inappropriate messages. Also, basically what you were saying.
Yes.
So,
but I like that he added the element of lying about your closeness to someone.
Right, lying about your closeness.
There's two sides to that. You telling your partner that the other person, oh, they're just a friend, there's nothing more, blah, 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 when you know that there is more. And then telling the outside person, oh, we got problems. Oh, I think we're going to be, sleep in the same bed, blah, blah, blah. Like, that happens,
I'll get you, right? But what if they say to that, yo, I never met him and I don't ever plan on meeting him.
I mean, that could be a lie.
So then it really comes down to what you believe, but would it be considered cheating? Maybe it's a lie.
Right.
Like I said, we don't know what tomorrow could bring.
Right.
Maybe it's a lie. But is it cheating?
Lying, but if you already lying about,
I'm saying maybe we don't know it's a lie.
But what I'm saying is, if you're already lying about either how close you and I are or you and them are.
Yeah. No, once you lying, the lying part makes it the cheating.
When you tell me, well, I never met her.
Yeah.
Well, you should go meet her now because you can't say
yeah. Oh, no. Oh, you haven't met her? Okay, so then tomorrow plan that because it sounds like you need to.
Right. You sound like there's some
right. So like I said.
And not being able to disconnect from the person. Like if I read your messages, I'm like, listen, you a little too flirty. You're gonna have to cut this bitch off. If you gotta go sleep and you still messaging the person,
what if I be like, yo,
emotional connection?
What if I be like, yo, hold on, wait, though, but this shit is fun for me. I'm having fun with this shit.
You better have fun with my ass.
Yeah. so you better start texting your shit. Like, yo, text me these shit. So.
You might be surprised at my replies. Like, you're like, why did I unleash the beast? Why did I do that? The only thing is you can't lie to me. And that's the problem.
Right, yeah.
Like, yo, when you say come through with the big, and I be like, nigga, you can't lie about it. With the fantasy girl, you can lie.
Oh
you
man,
can't
that's
lie about
funny.
Reality in front of your face. Somebody hit you with the I'm coming through with the 12.
Oh my like, God, bro, no, you didn't do that.
So I'm just saying, sometimes the fantasy needs to stay a fantasy, you know. And listen, we human. Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real.
Your person is gonna excite you as much as they can excite you, but that doesn't make you dead inside to other people exciting you. Let's just be real.
I mean, that's the truth.
All in the action, reaction, and your intentions, all those other things, I think, play into, you know, the bigger scope of everything. So once you get it into your head that your man is going to be attracted to other women, and your woman is going to be attracted to other men, and other men are definitely going to want your woman at different points. Once you come to grips with that, I feel like all that other outside noise, like everybody wants this, oh, I only have eyes for you and they only have eyes for me, and I'm just like, I mean, you lie to yourself every day or just some of the days? I'm sure that is very possible for people. I don't think it's most people. There's probably people who walk around the earth and be like, sometimes too, I think it has something to do with religion. Like if you feel in your heart and soul, this is your soulmate, it's like hard for you to picture yourself with other people and stuff like that. That doesn't mean you don't find them attractive. Doesn't mean that you're not gonna have your strange thoughts. It's just nothing you're planning on ever, you know, acting on. But you don't know that till you know that. You know what I mean? And you can't know how someone else is feeling all the time. So
right. No, you're absolutely right. So basically, kind of like you know, like, so what he's saying about the lying, right? With emotionally cheating. So let's just say they're not lying, but let's just say, yo, nah, I like texting this person. This person makes me feel this way, you know? I've been asking you for this, but this person makes me feel this way. So they're cheating on you because they're getting something from somewhere else that you're not giving them, even though it's not physical, they're emotionally cheating.
Interesting.
You know, because...
Is it something you can't share with the person you're with, or you just choosing not to?
No, it's not even you can't. Let's just say you share with the person you with too. Let's just say, let me make this hypothetically correct, right? You know, you text your partner some freaky shit, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
And the reaction ain't what you want.
or their reaction is what you want.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say their reaction is what you want. You get it, and you're like, oh shit, that's man, that's why I'm with her.
Yeah, right.
That's why we together. Right. And then you texting somebody else, you know, and they saying similar stuff, but they're not saying the stuff that you hear from a wife or whatever the case is, girl or whatever it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's still in the same type of context.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what it is. You know, are they cheating? You know, like, is that cheating?
What was the intention when you sent it?
The intention was like you said. I'm never meeting this person. I don't plan on meeting this person.
So
I never met him, and I don't plan on meeting him.
But then that boils down to, why do you care what they answer is to the same question? You already got the answer.
It's fun. On it. I enjoy this shit.
I mean, that's what I say. I feel like sometimes people do it for fun. Sometimes it's an attention thing. If you really think about it, if you are good with what you got, but you just, let me just see. It almost comes off a little, is the word gluttonous? It's almost, let me see if I still got it, or let me see if somebody else knows.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's almost a little bit of a vanity. It's kind of like guys when they hit that midlife crisis and they want to look young again and buy that car or motorcycle. I don't know about that. But when they do all that, it's almost to see, do I still got it? You know what I mean? Like, I think, let me tell you the truth. I think women feel like almost at any age, she could find a man who want to be with her physically.
Well, I'm going to agree with that 100%.
So I don't think women go through the midlife crisis the way y'all do.
I mean, maybe not on the same level, but there's women that go through it. You know what I'm saying? Even a lot of women that they're physically and altering themselves, they taking injections in their face so they don't get older looking. So women do it in different ways, you know. But women have to like that.
But do you feel like that's midlife crisis stuff, or do you feel like that's a vanity thing?
Well, it's kind of a middle of both. It's kind of like I'm reaching this age. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh, I don't want to look this age.
I don't think with men it's a vanity thing.
It's probably more of an ego thing, more than vanity. But you know what I'm saying? Still the same actions, just different reasons. You know, it doesn't justify either or.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's still the same actions. But like physical, I would, like I said, I wouldn't feel no way. It's not physical. Oh, you never met him? You plan on meeting him? All right, that's what you having fun. All right, you know what I'm saying? Let me text sometime. I mean. Yeah. All right. So boom. Right. All right. So we talk about that. Like for voyeurism, you know, they got people that's into voyeurism. I mean, some people might think, most people might even think that's some weird shit. What, you like just looking at people, like you like being in people's windows and you like watching people lives, like just.
I think there's a difference between voyeurism and peeping toms. Because you can't watch porn and then say, oh, voyeurism, how dare you? It's kind of like the same side.
Well, voyeurism is more creepy because, you might be watching them have sex, but you be watching them you be watching to see when. You be watching their regular life. You just watch it.
Listen, what is the difference?
No, I'm just saying. Can something like that's not physical, can something like that be considered cheating? You know, like
some people consider their significant other watching porn as cheating.
You know, and that's like, well, you know what? That gets physical now.
Like, hey.
That gets physical. You know what I'm saying?
Damn shame. But I'm just saying, like, again, it boils down to what you as a couple decide is y'all boundaries and stuff, because some girls don't like their man to have female friends. Period. Period. If she's not related to you, nope, she ain't come. I don't want her around, blah, blah, blah.
Dre.
But yeah.
Bessie
Listen, she said almost everything is cheating in this generation.
Nah, that's a fact, Spicy.
Listen, the funny thing is, a couple generations back, cheating wasn't cheating.
Shaggy was out here saying it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Listen, your husband had his other family on the other side of town, and he was like, listen, as long as you keep paying them bills, we good.
Yo, you know what, Spicy, you know, and I can understand that. See, so Spicy said, you know, this generation, you know, they're more insecure. You know, and I can understand that because of Instagram, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, Spicy, what is creating, you think, the insecurity?
The social media. Everything that you see and everything you're injecting in yourself in social media. All the shit that you see and people doing couple shit and couple goals and all that hashtag couple this and might do this and we just gotta engage this and that. You know what I'm saying? People seeing that and then they're in their single lives or they're with somebody who's like, yo, no case, no face, no case. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'll take you out. You don't have to put me on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go eat. You can show your food. You can show 2 plates if you want, but just don't show me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, men flirt all the time, where, you know, that was a whole nother topic. If men think more sexual than women, and women, a lot of people like to say, oh, women think more sexual, but I don't know. Men flirt all the time. Like, we turn almost everything sexual. It be by accident. We hear shit be like, we think so sexual. We start telling each other, pause. Yo, pause, bro. Yo, I'm talking about food, though. Nah, pause, though, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how sexual we get. We get so sexual like your son. That could be taken sexual, bro. Hold on. You know? So, like, men do flirt all the time. So I can understand. It's like, yo.
You know why it's easier for men to flirt? Because they've been dealing with rejection since the time they grew hair on their little balls. God's been trying to conquer forever. So it's easy for them.
Well, I think you got it wrong. I don't think God's been trying to conquer, because if you look at the time, I'm pretty sure you can find many words that guys were trying to impress a woman.
We're talking about women, men, as far as like throughout your life, not throughout the history of the world. I'm saying throughout your life. When did you first decide that you thought a girl was cute? When's the first time you told a girl she was cute? When's the first time you grabbed a girl booty in the playground and ran? When's the first time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was young. I don't want to go there.
It's always been taught for men to kind of like pursue, and part of the pursuit is
flirting,
getting you to listen to me, like what I'm saying to you, so that you stick around long enough for me to continue talking to you before it gets to the next spot.
You know what they said when I was a baby. What?
So this is what I'm saying. Way, bro. Whereas women are taught the opposite.
Right.
Don't worry about boys. Stay away from them. They only want one thing. Right. Don't have sex until you get married. Right. Men aren't ever told things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things. So for women, it's almost like we're taught to be demure and bashful and shy and less outspoken. And of course, now we're seeing, you know, difference in that and changing that or what have you. But it's 2 different lessons being taught, sometimes in the same household. So I think for women, that's why some guys are intimidated by a woman who's very forceful and very I want you, I like you. That guys be like,
that's why a lot of women think it's crazy for a woman to propose. That same shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why it's almost like frowned upon, because it's like, Dad, you're showing him that he doesn't have to pursue you. You're pursuing him and all this other stuff. So,
right.
Yeah. Oh, Skills is here. Time to
Skills, what it do, babe?
This is time for the end of the show.
You know what I'm saying? So our topic tonight was, you know, we're basically saying someone's in a relationship, right? But they're having like conversations or some type of contact with somebody else, but it's not physical. Can that be considered cheating? You know? And you know, we went through different things of emotionally cheating. I think something said like spiritually cheating or something like that, you know, but if it's not physical, do you consider it? You know, and you're saying distance, it could still be physical, because if you're actually sexting and actually doing the things that you're sexting, then that's physical, even if the other person isn't present. You know, so but that's what we were trying to say. And, you know, we feel opposites on like most things.
Surprise.
like most you know, women feel that if they never met still, then you might as well go meet her, because what I just read, nah, B, you gotta meet her now.
Yeah, basically.
Like, you gotta make it happen, bro.
You better go disappoint her ass right now. Because
me, I'm more like,
you're already in the doghouse.
That's gonna be like natural, because the amount of dudes she probably blocking anyway. Shit, this one dude or these two dudes that she's doing it with, especially if she's like, I ain't meeting them, I'm not planning on meeting. I'm gonna take it as the truth.
Listen, she gonna be like, do you know how many I dodged? Be glad I only talking to these two guys.
You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, females that's in their DMs. That's in they everything that they got online, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Unsolicited, man. Unsolicited. But again, I feel like, once you turn the conversation, even if there's no intention on your end, because, sometimes you don't know the other person's intention. You might not have intention.
Shit don't matter, though.
What I'm saying is, you may never have intentions of meeting up with this person, but you say the right thing or proposition the wrong thing, and they might come looking for you. They might come looking for you.
End up in a Lifetime movie. Like,
listen, I love Lifetime movies.
you end up in a straight Joe from You situation. Oh, what did she say? Oh, that means she loves me, and I love her too. And I love her too. Let me find out where she lives.
Exactly. Let me go back to every Instagram post and
let me see who her friends are. Oh no, they're not good friends. I can tell they're not good friends.
Well, you know it ain't sitting on your damn front porch talking about we can be together now. So you gotta be careful.
Funny. No, that's funny.
My thing though is when social media creates insecurities sometimes too with people.
Yeah.
Sometimes people play on that. And they can pick up on it. And so I want to say, even to the women, be mindful that, everyone is great, but remember your own strength, remember your own beauty. Remember that I honestly feel like you being you doesn't really impact if a man decides that he's going to step out or flirt with someone else or do. As a matter of fact, I don't think you be on his mind. It's just not like, oh, this person is the exact opposite of my girl. It's almost just like a conquering thing, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But it could be
therapeutic, though. It could be
unless he plans on leaving his relationship, it's not because you're specifically doing something wrong, is what I'm saying. And a lot of times we self impose those thoughts like, oh, he's talking to this girl because she's lighter, darker, longer hair, shorter hair, bigger booty, smaller booty, like all these things. And then we start to internalize it. And I feel like you can't do that, because it's not that, you're not necessarily dissatisfied, but like you said, sometimes it's just something else. You know what I mean? So if it doesn't come down to the physical, where I think anyone's going to take that personal.
Yeah, well, physical is like, that's cheating. Most people feel it's
right. Until it turns, in my opinion, to a sexual thing, then I don't feel like, or maybe I just got too much goddamn confidence. I don't know. But I don't feel like I'm going to look at it like I'm the problem. I'm looking at you like you the problem.
Right, yeah. Some people might be doing it for attention. Like, different reasons is for different things. But still in all, doing it for attention, does that mean, I was cheating on my relationship by having these interactions? Or even like you said, doing it for pride or ego, or let's just say they're a fucking narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Doing it just because they're narcissists and they need this. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people who walk around with narcissistic traits. And
you know what I'm saying? So, they need this, you know. But does that mean, they cheated on their relationship? Or does that mean they don't want their relationship anymore? Right. You know, so that's why for me, that's why I'm saying, if I honestly, you know what I'm saying, if True say they never met, and True say, you know, she didn't plan on meeting him. Like I said, we don't know what tomorrow could bring. Today she could fit. Today she could honestly feel I would never meet him, and tomorrow she meets him. How, you know what I'm saying? So
you can't control that.
You can't control that. But let's just say True say she means it today, and that's what it is today. Then, like I said, I really wouldn't hold on to it. Like I said, if I feel like, that means I'm lacking, let me try to see if I can't lack in that area. And if like I said, I ain't perfect. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm lacking. So, you know, if it's something that I feel that I can't reach or something that I can't give her the same thing, and she's getting it there, and it still makes our relationship whole, and it wouldn't bother me to the slightest sense one way or another. You know, because at the end of the day, like I always try to say, like, when you get in a relationship, first of all, your life, like I was talking to my kids the other day and shit, I'm telling them, your life going to have hills and valleys. That's just life.
It is.
Times you up.
Whether you by yourself or with somebody.
Up. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be times where it's a down. Everybody levels is different, so everybody downs is different, and everybody ups is different. But still in all, we all go through them all in life. Now, when you get in a relationship with somebody, guess what? They're going through ups and downs too. So now y'all gotta try to figure out if y'all roller coaster is going the same ups and the same downs, or if y'all just staggering at times. You know what I'm saying? Because then that causes, you know, those type of situations in the relationship where now we're confused on what it is that we're doing. And I'm experiencing something that we are missing. You know what I'm saying? So you're on an up, but I'm on a down, and we've been bouncing around like that. And you know, sometimes seeing that is how y'all can finally start to get on the same roller coaster. You know, these things are things that in relationships, like they say, no relationship is perfect, so you're gonna go through shit. So when you go through these shits in your relationship, these are the things that you should come out stronger on the other end. You should come out tighter on the other end. Your ups and your downs should start to kind of like, you know, synchronize. You know, and that's why I honestly feel like it really depends, like you said earlier, on the relationship, on the, I guess, the boundaries that they set for each other. But in the same sense with boundaries, in relationship, growth happens and understanding needs to start to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of relationships will probably stay long. A lot of marriages, they'll probably try to work through shit, you know what I'm saying, longer if, you know, instead of just quickly just running away from the problem. They try to say.
That is another issue, too. I think sometimes it's accessibility, too. The same way it's so much easier to just slide in the DM, do all this other stuff. It's also easy to be like, well, this grass sure looks super green, and my shit looking a little green, a little gray.
Got a few brown patches in it.
Let me go over here, not realizing that person's on the high right now. What happens when they shit start turning around? You can't constantly jump to patches. You know what I'm saying?
Even so, let's say you jump and now they shit turn brown too. So is it them or is it you now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
good point. Good point.
You know,
I hear you. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, to quickly run. Yeah, that's easy. You know,
that's good.
That's the thing to do. You could do that, but then you're just gonna be running to the same next thing, to the same next yard. You know, and still gonna run to a lot of the same next issues.
or some of the same issues, and you be like, wait.
So it's some of the same issues.
What's going on here? Why do I keep having this repetitive pattern?
You know what I'm saying? Is it them or me? Is it them or me?
Right. You could be the one turning the shit brown.
You know?
And now you got to revisit and regroup. You know what I mean? But I agree. I agree with that.
But so then we're not going to say voyeurism is going to be considered cheating then. Or could it be? Because now
I think it depends on the relationship. There are people who break up because someone's watching porn.
Yeah, but porn gets physical though.
If it's excessive, then you might have a problem. But some people consider that cheating.
So basically, in relationships, anything that might be excessively too personal can be considered cheating, or most things that can be excessively too personal? Because like you said it's addiction, right? You said
I feel like I don't think it's considered cheating. I feel like you got a problem, but I don't think it's necessarily cheating, because it's almost like saying, oh, if you take drugs, then you're not cheating. If you take drugs, you just got an issue, you got a problem, you got to work out. But like I said, I feel like, and this is just my own personal take, when it becomes sexual, that is, you're already in your thoughts about the physical. And that's a lot. To me, that's a lot. Whether you actually...
So if they fantasizing about it, like, yo...
Then keep it to yourself. If you fantasize, keep it to yourself. The minute you start communicating with that person, it's because you're looking for gratification. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have a wet dream about your, 60-year-old teacher.
Yeah.
You're not going to go share, hey, teacher, I had a dream last... You're not going to do that.
Some kids might, yo.
But what I'm saying... I mean, we ain't talking about little kids, but I'm just saying, you're not looking for that gratification. You're not looking for that moment, that embarrassment. You don't want them to be uncomfortable. You don't want to, create uncomfortable situations. So if it's somebody you're cool with, and now all of a sudden you're telling them, it's almost like, girl, let me tell you, I was just joking. Unless you with it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of way. You gotta have somebody joke with you, but it don't really be a joke.
Right,
like,
they saying some underlying shit.
Right. Like, I'm only kidding as long as you think I'm kidding. And then if you don't think I'm kidding, I'm with it. So, you know what I'm saying?
But that's gonna be most dudes, though. You see? That's what I'm saying. That's why what you saying, it sounds like some her story shit. Because most dudes, that's just how their brain works in a way. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes, if they're talking to a female, you know what I'm saying, whether they have interest in them or not, and they say some flirtatious something, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you say yeah, they're gonna text back yeah too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just most dudes.
But that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So once you do that, I feel like that's when you change the conversation, and now it's intent. You want
but is it intent if that's just in your nature?
I don't care what's in your nature.
If that's just in your natural instincts as a heterosexual dude,
Listen, that means you're not giving any thought to consequence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling that there shouldn't be any consequence, and that's why. Exactly. You see, like you just said, you're not giving any
comments. My comments.
Yeah. All right. So, Spicy Beautiful Door said it's about your standards for the relationship, or right is right. I just don't understand how watching porn is okay. I mean, shit. And my man Dre said females too, according to the things that I was saying. When I was saying that it's our natural instincts. It is female natural instincts, but females, we understand females, it gets thrown at them left and right. So that's why we can't really hold them to the same standards. I mean, in those aspects, But I think men are the ones that usually pursue.
Right. I think with Spicy, I feel like it's per case basis as far as the cheating part, whether right is right, wrong is wrong. It is going to be your perception of what right is, because I think there's very few things that everyone is going to say it's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But
or it's in depth, it's absolute right, because you could say killing. Oh, everyone could say killing is wrong, except if someone is attacking your child or attacking you and you kill them in self-defense. Now, killing is not exactly wrong.
I always say everybody's capable of everything.
Right. So that's why I say I think there's very few things that people say we can all say, oh, yeah, it's definitively wrong. They got the death sentence. They got all these other things that there's so many debates. They're very divisive. So when it comes to what is right and wrong for your relationship, that's what you and your partner need to do. Y'all need to come up with some real basic standards of what is and what isn't. That way no one's thrown a curveball later. If you don't say, hey, I think watching porn is, unless you're doing it with me, don't do it. Then he has to respect that. And if you happen to find out otherwise, then listen, I already told you what it is that I was into, not into, and what I'm not comfortable with. and you violated that. So that's wrong. And that is just between y'all. There are people who don't care. Yeah. Who don't care if they significant other watch porn today, then tomorrow, then the day after. They don't care. So to them, it's not wrong. That's why I say I don't feel like there's any right is right, wrong is wrong. There's just certain things that you don't do. And if being physical, being flirty, being all these things, I think sometimes people confuse being in a relationship with controlling. And I don't feel like you can control people. I think people are going to
can't control people.
You can't. And I don't think you should attempt to.
You shouldn't even try.
You can let them know what your boundaries are. You can let them know what you're not comfortable with. But you can't control people, because if the only way you could control them is to keep them under lock and key or to hover around them all the time,
it's not real then.
It's not doing right. It's not doing what you want it to do. And after a while, I think most people either rebel and they do exactly what it is you don't want them
to do. Or
they get tired of it and they leave. So it's like, do you want to be in something where you got to be like, let me watch you. What time? It take you 5 minutes to go from here to there. And today it took you 7 minutes. What you was doing with those other 2 minutes, like, I don't even have the mental capacity.
Like, all right. So for anybody who just got in here, let me let you guys know what's going on. So we're basically saying, you know, you're in a relationship and you find out that your partner is, you know, texting or looking or, you know, doing something with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Can that be considered cheating? They never met the person. They probably never will meet the person. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We're just talking about to the immediate right now, as far as we know today. You know, they haven't met and they don't plan on meeting them. Is anything, any exchange between them, can that be considered cheating? You know? And so, you know, and it got to the point where, you know, Spicy was saying, like, you know, watching porn, you know, could be considered cheating. Me, in a way, I kind of feel, I understand. You know, I wouldn't feel that way either. I feel kind of the same way Ink feels. But I kind of understand, you know, how people could, because it does get physical. And it's kind of like to the same context, so like where you said, oh, if they're just texting crazy and stuff, but it doesn't get sexual, you know, that's actually physically sexual, even though it's solo. You know, most of the time it gets physically sexual. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason for watching porn. I hope you ain't in there trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, the actual storyline and shit like that. Yo, son. Oh, no, she's trying to be a nurse. Oh, he's not feeling well. So, you know, that's why they in there. Like,
learning lighting.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, he's in lockdown because he had a fight. So, you know, she's trying to come visit him while he's in lockdown to make sure he's okay. That's why they're in the sun. You know, I hope you're really not trying to figure it out. You know, but you know, that's actually sexual and physical in a sense. So I could understand why somebody would feel like, oh, yo, you had a sexual encounter without me and we're in this together. Nah, you get some, I get some too. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, right? But in the same sense, you also should understand, like, it's not physical to where it's actually somebody else physically there. It's not physically, you know, it's no different than them fantasizing about somebody they seen in a magazine or somebody they seen on a music video or somebody who they swiped up and heart like they fucking Instagram picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be like, oh my God, really, this is it. It's over. You know, this ain't gonna work out. You liking all these niggas' pics. You know what I'm saying? Like, that couldn't be me. You know, oh, you and this nigga DM, this nigga is in your DM. Y'all niggas is DMing each other. What the fuck? You know, like, you know, I couldn't get there.
What's this next comment? I don't know why my comments are not loading.
Nah, so Spicy says, your girl's supposed to be your satisfaction, not porn. Like, you ain't single, you feel me? I feel you. Like, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But shit, sometimes nigga bang you out and then be like, shit, what the fuck? I gotta stay on my routine. Nah.
I don't know. I don't feel that way about that. I think sometimes you could be into some shit that you don't actually want to partake in, but it's entertaining to see.
Oh, Nancy, always shooting. Yo, it's the gym, dude.
Stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want no parts of that. However, this is intriguing. That's just how my mind works.
Yeah.
So I get what she's saying, but if you're unsatisfied with your sex life, that's different. Address it. But if you're satisfied with your sex life and your man still watches porn, get over it. Maybe he's learning tricks. I don't think it's something that you should self-reflect on and be like, oh, I'm not enough. No, if y'all are enjoying sex and y'all are having a good, healthy sex life, and it's not where it's like, oh, you're trying to have sex with him, but you also know he's watching porn, then it's like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Then I get it. Right. But if you are having a good, healthy sex life and he's watching porn, I feel like it's like watching sports. Just let it go. Is it really worth making a whole big issue about it? Right. Are you afraid he gonna introduce some stuff to you and you ain't ready for it? Maybe you want to watch what he watching and see if that's something you into. I feel like it's not something that you're supposed to have insecurities about. Right. But a lot of women do though. Sometimes you have to step out your comfort zone because you don't know that you don't like what you don't know you don't like. You know what I'm saying? If you never try it, you don't know that you don't like it. Right. If you know there's absolute hard no's, but he's kind of into it, you kind of should give him that porn. Because if you know it ain't going to happen, listen, a threesome ain't going to happen with me, period. But if you like to watch it, by all means, enjoy. It ain't happening here. I'm not going to stop you from enjoying what you enjoy. Right. You know what? But that's funny how you feel that way about porn, but if you see texting, you like, my nigga, you better go figure that shit out. There's intention with texting, because if you're into threesome and you feel like telling this chick that you're into threesomes, your intention and she like, oh, that's my shit, nigga. Right. Yes. It's called Threesome Thursday. I'm saying? We do them shits on Thursdays and Tuesdays, B. You just holler at me. Exactly. You're like, shit, what you doing? It's Thursday today. What you doing? Exactly. Exactly. Tell me about that shit today. We didn't try to figure it out. Where I said, okay, you might have to hit the comments. I can't see them. No, Spicy just said, yeah, no, I know, I watched it. I ain't no cheater. I'm just learning. So hey, Spicy, you can watch it without him, but he can't watch it without you. Yo, that's subjective, yo. Listen, don't be trying to attack our guests. How dare you? Yeah, that's subjective, yo. Hold on. She's being truthful and forthcoming. How you can watch it, but he can't, yo. Yo. What did she say? She learning? I think that's being very open-minded. That's being open-minded. Yo, I don't know. Yo, I don't know how that feels. So you could be loyal and watch it, but he can't be loyal and watch it, yo. Nah, yo. See, that's the suspicion. Has he given reason to make her feel like he's not being loyal? Nah, yo. I don't know. I can't agree, Spicy. I don't know. Spicy. These hoes ain't loyal. I can't agree to that, Spicy. Nah, yo, that's one-sided. I can understand, like, yo, I don't watch it, and so he shouldn't watch it. Not without me. It's us in this together. You get some, nigga, I get some too. That I can understand. Nah, Spicy, nah. I can do it, but he can't. Nah, yo. You know what I'm saying? What up, y'all? What up? So y'all can know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We're basically talking about, is it cheating if they never physically meet? You know, they only communicate through some digital type of communication, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, any of them dating apps, WhatsApp, any type of messengers, whatever it is, but they never met in person. You know what I'm saying? Can those conversations be considered cheating? You know, and that's where we're at with it right now. So we have our opinions, you know. Spicy giving us a whole lot of content. Yes, Spicy over here being spicy, as her name says, real spicy with it. You know, East Coast Nipsey out here shooting his shots. You know, what he said? I can't see a comment. Any females want to explore the categories on
X and XX together, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? He, like I said,
you know what?
He's in the gym.
He needs to stop. This is not. Every week he come in here on some love connection.
He in the gym. He in the gym.
Yeah.
I feel him.
Listen, whatever the topic is, he find a way to put the
shoot a shot. Shoot a shot. Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? Some people are naturally flirts. That don't
we
really
like that.
mean trying to, you know.
Right. If it's emotions and nudes, nah. Oh, it's cheating. She's saying it's cheating if there's nudes involved. Like, yo,
what is the emotion? What's the emotion? I need somebody to explain that to me. No one has explained that to me. Like, does he like the person? Then it's cheating. Does he what? Love the person? Like, what does that?
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, like what? Is it this love is blind? They never saw each other and loved them before he saw him. So it's considered emotionally. It's emotionally cheating because they over here having love texts with each other and shit like that, even though they ain't never meet and probably ain't never gonna meet. You know. But so he cheated on you. You know, I mean the nudes. I mean shit. That's just content. What the hell? That ain't no different than watching porn. It's just personal porn. You know.
No.
It's just, oh, this is porn for me, not to everybody porn.
Tell the good people your viewpoint. Your viewpoint is...
No, all right, so my viewpoint is basically, it wouldn't bother me at all, you know, like...
Is it cheating, though?
No, I don't think it's cheating. I wouldn't consider it cheating because at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, I might be lacking in something. And even if I'm not lacking in something, that means it's something that they need. And, you know, maybe... I could probably try to help them get the fix. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something that they need help with, and this is part of their therapy, getting that help. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'm going to say, oh, no, you cheated on me. This shit is done. No. Yo, might as well go figure that shit out then. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's kind of like you leaving your partner at a time when they do need you. They probably have a problem with this, and this is how they deal with that problem. And, you know, you're leaving them out there to figure it out on their own instead of, you know, being some type of support system. So for me, I wouldn't look at that's the angle that I will always come at it with. You know what I'm saying? I will always see it from that angle and try to work it from that angle. Now, if it's physical, like you said, you know, like you know, where they're actually I walk in and like I said, she's probably grabbing a nipple or something, or her hands.
Can you stop grabbing nipples in this conversation?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make it physical. So I'm trying to keep it as PG as I could possibly keep it. You know, you know, or rated R based on the time, you know. I'm just trying to not get triple X on them, you know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, some type of physical form, then that's where it's kind of like, yo, you know, you crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like Geek said, emotion, energy, and motion, you know. It's the intent for the potential energy that's being stored up. It could be intent, but we're saying they never met and they never would meet. So, you know, that energy is just going to be continually stored up. So
and who gauges intent? You know what I'm saying? I think some people just flirt and there's no intention behind it. But my take on it is once you introduce anything sexual into the conversation, if you and this girl are cool, y'all homies, y'all men on a job, she's your work wife, blah, blah, all that other shit, I don't think that's cheating. That's just me.
Right.
Is it inappropriate or is it something I might be comfortable with? That's another conversation. But cheating, I can't put a thing on that. Once it turns into anything sexual, whether it's oh, what I'm gonna do to you, or guess what? I had a wet dream about you, or I was thinking about you and this happened. These things are too much, and I think that's cheating. Because now by introducing the topic to you, even if your intention is quote unquote not to meet up, me putting it out there, it's almost like casting the reel. Am I gonna catch the fish? Like you gonna take that bait? You gonna cut? Like, let's just be real. No one, and an example we use, if you had a dream about someone that maybe it's your boss and he fat and old and you're not really sexually attracted to him, but you had a dream about him because you can't control your dream, you're not gonna go tell him you had a dream about him because you don't want the relationship to get uncomfortable. You don't want him to think that you're thinking something else. Like, you don't want to open that can of worms. But if you decide to tell the person, oh yeah, I had a wet dream about you, you're opening a can of worms. So it's almost like that. You're playing with them to see if they're going to take it. Are they interested? Oh, you had a dream about me before too? I never heard that. What happened? Like, once you introduce sex into the conversation.
Yeah. All right, so hold on, because I got to read this comment right here. Yeah. Skeeter God said, it's some of this.
Listen, first of all, you started wrong. Mosquito God said.
Yeah.
You started wrong.
My man, Skeeter God say, if someone is my work wife, I'm fucking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying the lunch for nothing. I say, Soka Candace said, wait, why aren't they meeting? You know, are they in different countries? Whatever the reason, they digital. They not meeting.
Right.
We don't know the reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, they in different countries. They not meeting. So I wanted to ask you something, right? Because you said,
me?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you something. Yeah, because you said once it gets sexual, right? So now, couldn't that be considered, you know, literal porn, like porn on paper, porn in words? Couldn't that be considered porn on paper?
What shit are you talking about? What?
You said, oh, they haven't met, so everything.
Okay.
Everything is in words. Everything is digital. Everything.
Why would you write porn to them? If you're gonna send
hey, what's your kink is your kink. Hey, don't listen. Don't ask me why somebody wants you to pull their eyelid while you hitting it from the back. I don't understand.
But once it's sexual, so regardless of how you want to do it, whether you send them a clip that's people having sex or inappropriate, you send them a dick pic, all that. Once you introduce sex into the conversation, to me, that's cheating. So if you want to, these are my words of sex. This Pornhub had this paragraph about sex, and I forwarded to you. You introduce sex. That's it. I'm done.
So I'm trying to understand. Yo, that's just
what?
Yo, women mind works crazy because you wouldn't consider porn cheating, but you would consider reading it cheating.
I wouldn't consider them solo watching porn. But if he's watching porn with another girl and they sharing it on the screen, yes, that's different. How do you not understand that?
Okay, because the porn is solo, you know what I'm saying? You know, he not having interaction. But all right, so.
Go ahead, make some scenario. Go ahead.
I hate when I get like this. Let me read some of these comments before I go forward first. So East Coast Nipsey said, I'm feeling a bit spicy. Is that considered?
You know what?
Is that considered flirting or just being real? You know? Yo, what's up?
It could be both. It could be both.
What up, Rum Julie Reem? You know what I'm saying? Soka Candle said, it's cheating. My man, Skino God said, cheating is whatever your partner views as cheating. Yeah.
That's
we got.
we
got that part off the rip.
That's the comment of the night.
We got that. We got that off the rip because that's where we were saying from the go. It really does depend on the boundaries of the relationship.
He would know that if he showed up at 9 o'clock when the show starts.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. But that's exactly the truth. You know, it's the boundaries that you set forward in your relationship, and if you feel those boundaries was crossed, you know what I'm saying, maybe the first time you have to address it. You know, you can't wait until the 4th and 5th time and be like, yo, I have these boundaries. Baseball. It's like, yo, wait. You should have said that the first time so I could have understood. You know. All right, so boom, right? So you said porn, right? So it's solo. So now they have in these same porn things where I guess it's like video cams. So if he's video watching, listen, whatever your kink is your kink. I'm not judging. This is judgment-free zone here. You know what I'm saying? So they're paying these for these minutes so they can get their TikTok video off. You know what I'm saying? And if you understand what I'm saying, would you consider that cheating? They're watching it.
What's that? OnlyFans or whatever?
Is it? I mean, like I don't know. To be honest, I've never had an OnlyFans, so I don't know.
Those sites where they let you go live.
Yeah, where they watching a girl, like the girl don't see them, but they see the girl. Or
I feel like that's still porn because there's no interaction with her and him.
But it is interaction because she's there. You're texting, you're typing like, this is what I want you to do.
Like, I'll be giving a whole explanation. You will interrupt me.
No.
Damn explanation.
I don't need to interrupt you. I'm just trying to say you got it wrong.
Explain. No, go ahead. Explain it.
No, I'm saying there is interaction in those because he's texting her what he wants her to do, and she's there doing exactly what he's telling her to do.
How is that different if he say I want to see you play with yourself? How is that different from if he searched for a video of a girl playing with herself? Because he didn't verbalize it, it's not the same?
No, I'm asking you because you said if you see him texting somebody this type of stuff, right, you have an issue. But if the video there, the girl doesn't see him, but it's the video of him seeing the girl. But I feel like
when you are doing that amongst, and I don't want to say it like that, like common people, regular, schmegular, everyday people, it's different than if you go to a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to a professional, you're going there for a specific thing. I'm not sure how it works as far as, like, are you the only person viewing? Are other people viewing? I mean, there's so many, like, what ifs that you can pull up with that. But again, I feel like the interaction is in the moment of the interaction is in the moment of the act. It's not, oh, I can't wait to see you later on, and then I'm going to tell you to do this and that, and then you log into her account. First of all, she's going to tell you whatever it is you want to hear, because that's the business of it. So if there's like a monetary exchange and stuff like that, are you trying to have a relationship with this person? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. To me, and like I said, to me, that's just me. I feel like if you have to go that route and you have a girl, most likely you probably should have had a conversation with your girl instead of going and do all that. But I also understand the gratification, the quick gratification of porn. So to me, it's different. If you're investing time and, space and energy into having these conversations with people, it's different, in my opinion, than the paid professional. I don't know. I just think it's different. What?
Yeah, I just.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at some of these comments. All right, so after said his comment about cheating is whatever your partner views as cheating, he's like, I was cheating.
I saw that and I ignored it.
Jakai Jai asks, what's the topic? I'm gonna get into that in 1 second because we just kind of just said it. And then he goes, when he was talking about what they tell him to do, he says, yeah, I heard you could tell him what to do. You know what I'm saying? And then Soka goes, oh, you heard?
Right. I heard. Just give her your login name.
And he goes, yo, from God, no man to judge me, Pink. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then my man is over here. My man Nipsey, he dropping a whole website on him. He trying to, all right, Nipsey, shoot your shot, Brody. I mean, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to understand, the way most women brains work. Most women brain works like kind of like weird, like how you said, like you wouldn't think, because there's a monetary, which I would say that's even worse. I would feel like
I personally feel like that is worse because now you're funding resources.
Yeah, you funding
as opposed to, like I said, the quick self-gratification of porn or the fantasy of it. Now, if you start paying a hooker or paying an OnlyFans or fans only or whatever the hell the site is, or going on these sites and now you're getting very specific and then I feel like you got a problem.
Right. So then
the act of being physical or with the intention of being physical, that's when it's cheating. Like you said, if you go on the site and it's to kind of wank off and all this other stuff, then it's physical at that point. Like,
right.
According to you. So again, you have to gauge what is and isn't, because those sites are porn, but it's a lot more involved. It's a lot more investment. It's a lot more other things. I'm talking like whatever the free sites are out there, because I wouldn't know.
So, you got Pornhub, that's the popular one.
Right. Whatever they are, that's more like a quick fix. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
As opposed to having a conversation or repeatedly going back to the same, you know, whoever girl it is and logging on and paying whatever fee and all. There's a lot more involvement in it. You know,
right.
It also takes a lot more involvement with the DMs, and then y'all talking for months and weeks or whatever the case may be. So that to me seems a little more invested than if you just quick.
So if it's like that and it turns sexual as far as texting go, that's too far.
That's too far.
But if you want to go sexually beat off just real quick, hey, do what you got to do. Just don't make it.
Yeah, because I feel like people being sexual is just natural. Like your body just feels what it feels when it feels it. So again, if the quick fix is your girl is out of town and you're watching porn or whatever, it is what it is. But if your girl is out of town and now you're hitting up a chick and you're going beyond just the physical release. Now you're doing a little bit too much. That's where the cheating is for me.
You know, Spicy said, yo, she could watch porn, he can't. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
But she also said that
she's loyal
and she's learning, and he's not. So their intentions, I feel like their boundaries was already broken. So
sounds like good rhetoric to say it's okay for me to do it.
Had she had this conversation before those boundaries were broken, maybe she wouldn't care if he watched the porn. But I guess in her mind, she's affiliating the porn with his need to step out and go get that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So the majority of women would feel though that, you know, not only the porn, not really the porn, but like you said with the texting, it's funny because the majority of women will feel like, oh, nah, texting, oh no, you was texting what you gonna do to her? You was texting her this and that? You was texting her shit that I know that sometimes we do? Oh, nah, you cheating. You know, this comment said, East Coast Nipsey said, I understand what y'all saying, but I never had this issue in the past. We watching porn together and making porn together. All right, son, get your collection up.
I feel like as long as the other person is open to it and, you know, whatever.
Skeeto said, do as I say, not as I do type of vibe. It's a funny topic, hearing how the older generation speak. Yeah, so how you speak of it. That's you hear, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll say the young crowd, it's really no issue. That's possibly safer option instead of watching porn. Okay, so that's how they feel about it. Literally watching and doing it together.
It's not an issue. First of all, Spicy is a younger generation.
Yeah.
And she got more issues than anybody.
Hey, don't be attacking our guests. Don't be attacking our guests.
I'm not. But she's established that there's issues that she's working through, and she's just as young.
Yeah, but no, she's saying she got the issue with porn. You know, older generation. You know these youngins.
Disrespectful.
They think they know better than us. You know what I'm saying? Choose peace.
Right. And they go on violence.
He said we go about it in a funny way. Oh my God.
But here's the thing. You can say, oh, it's fun. Oh, we don't go through it. You know what we never went through? Social media bullshit that y'all
That's a fact.
We did not go through none of that. And I'm thankful because you talking and you sounding a little wet behind the ears. But a couple of years, you're going to be like, oh, Lord, them old folks was talking.
Let me step back. This conversation don't include me. No. But listen, social media helps get new girlfriends. I mean, that's how they doing it nowadays. You see it. So right. See, the younger generation, they use this social media, and that's why I said it with Spicy. You know, they use social media to connect. You know?
No, but they also use it to violate, disrespect, bully. They use it for other things. So let's not act like social media is this great tool that all of a sudden.
No, not great tool. It's not about it being a great tool. It's just the tool. You know, it's the tool that most people are using.
Yeah, but it also comes with falsehoods. It comes with filters. It comes with all the, you can edit, you can do all this other stuff.
You put out what you want to put out.
Exactly. That's why everybody got, relationship goals, and then they find out that look at Megan Good. Relationship goals for years, and then it's like we've both decided to go our separate ways and
peacefully and honestly together. We're in agreement of this.
They never posted like anything was ever wrong. So when you guys do stuff like that, it's like, you know, there's also that falsehood that comes with it too. So as much as it could be the thing to do, it also makes you feel inadequate, insecure, unsure. It's a lot of things that also go with it. You feel competitive. You know what I'm saying? So all those things I think come into play also, that us older generation, maybe we didn't have to deal with as much, or it's not in your face as much. If the girl down the block look cute, that's fine. But you're not worried about the bitch that live in Texas, and then the one in Ukraine, and then the one in Belgium, because it's like all these, you know what I'm saying? It's flooded. That's crazy. You know what? Yeah. East Coast Nipsey.
Yeah.
You better get the hell out of here.
So yeah, now he said, true, the abusers, they must be watched out for. I agree. You know what I'm saying? But East Coast Nipsey said, what? I heard the old timers had Black Planet, MySpace, and Ataris. Is that true? All facts. You know what I'm saying? But even still, Black Planet and stuff that came out those are still the beginning of the digital era.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I know his age. He better start talking about AOL and all that shit. And chat
AOL,
That's what he needs to talk
about. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. Yahoo, when Yahoo was first popping, you know.
He had the chat lines.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know about the Raven. I was talking to my son about the Brooklyn Raven. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't get it started. Yo. That's where all of this originated from, if you really want to get to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we understand, you know, and like we said, at the end of the day, the gist of it all is each relationship, this is a relationship by relationship standard, you know. City chat,
sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, you dating yourself now. You dating yourself.
Oh, shit. You know, but yeah, no, so it's really like, these are things that people in relationships, you know, they need to, you know, establish. They need to have these conversations. And sometimes, you know, if you find out on the initial reaction, you know, step back a second and think, like, did I express I have these type of issues before I found out that I have these type of issues with this person, you know, and then see if the person respects these boundaries and respects these issues. That will let you know whether it's a problem, this person has a problem with these things. Can you deal with the problem and, you know, try to work on your relationship, or, you know, step away because this problem is probably too big for you to handle in your relationship. You know, it goes to the saying, like the poll that we had the other day about whether marriage should be reserved, couples counseling, couples therapy should be reserved for marriage, or should people in relationships go to couples therapy? You know, so I was having a conversation and I was just saying, like, if you're in a relationship and you feel that you need couple therapy, then you probably won't make it to marriage. You know, like,
I disagree.
You know, I'm just saying, I just feel like that's kind of showing you, like, yo, y'all have major issues that y'all might not be able to get over before you even got to marriage, you know? So if you think in therapy for your relationship, like, I'm just saying, it's hard for me to feel that relationship therapy is on the same level as if you was married. That's just how I feel.
Well, I have a couple of things to say to that. First of all, I need to address Faya's comment about porn being on videotape. Don't act like you never saw the curtain in the back of the video shop. That's before Blockbuster. I don't know if y'all remember, there was like a section you can't go into.
Sunset, they don't even sell DVD players to watch them on. Like, what are you talking about?
Facts. But I also I disagree with the therapy part. I think if more couples
went
to couples therapy when issues arose, more people would get married. I hate to say that this experience has taught me, and I can only speak from
your aspect,
a Black experience.
Okay.
And I can't say all Black, but especially what I realized too is down south, I don't know what it is, but they are more inclined to try to get to marriage and have long marriages. I'm not sure where that stemmed from. I'm thinking it has a lot to do with religion and stuff like that. But I feel like our generation, younger generation, they're seeing less and less marriages. I'm glad that there is an uprise. There is an uptick of it now. But just growing up, I did not see a lot of weddings. I personally didn't. And going through this experience, I realized how many others could count on one hand how many weddings they've been to in their whole life. I have some people coming to this wedding who've never been to a wedding before. So I think if we address some of our issues in an open enough way, I feel like more marriages would happen. I feel like as men, a lot of times, being opposed to going to the therapy with the other, I think sometimes it comes from a place of wanting to spare feelings. It's coming from a place of feeling weak about talking about feelings and emotions and stuff like that, when actually you may gain tools on how to communicate more effectively, how to restrain yourself from doing certain things that are causing damage, especially if you find yourself repeatedly in relationships that don't go anywhere. And after a certain age, you have to say, it can't be every woman I ever picked in my life. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's some shit that I'm doing that I need to address. So if you find a relationship, this is my opinion, if you find a relationship where, wow, we could really make something of this, but we keep having this issue, speak to someone unbiased. And I think that's where therapy comes in, because you can't go to this one auntie or this one's cousin or whatever and think they're going to be unbiased. That's not going to happen. And if they're a man or woman, I think without proper training, sometimes it's easy to slip into the, oh, well, I understand what she's going through because I'm a woman and I went there too. So now whereas professionals are taught to kind of take themselves out of the situation. But on the whole cheating thing, I feel like, again, unless you bring it to a place of being sexual, I feel like people are going to have emotional connections with people other than you. You cannot be the center of someone's world and think that you should be the only thing that matters to them or the only person that matters to them. You may be the most important. You may be the center of, like y'all family is the nucleus of their life. But I think you should allow people to explore relationships outside of you, because you don't know what is going to actually help you guys. You know what I'm saying? If he has like a female cousin or a homegirl who have you guys interest in, their mind, it can help sometimes when, he makes a decision about something and it's like, you're bugging. I think I did this and you think I did that. If he goes to his homegirl, she'll be like, listen, as a woman, you wrong. You shouldn't have done that. So as long as the relationship is respectful and platonic, fine. Once you get into anything sexual, that is cheating. I want no parts of it. And I feel like people can have emotional connections with other people of the opposite sex. I think they can have a spiritual connection. Even like a familiar, almost like the person is like family. I think those are real, actual things. And the more you try to cage someone or have someone just be this very dependent person on just you, that could actually annoy you over time too. That's my opinion. I don't want nobody to be fair.
I'm gonna read some of these comments before I say anything. Communication, Skinner God said, communication is one of the most common problems in relationship. People have a problem with listening. Big facts. Jakai John said, I'll say couple therapy could be for issues, and just because everyone needs an outlet to speak on their partner about. I mean, yeah, but you know, as long as you're doing it together, that's the whole point of couples therapy is really, you know, to do it together. Facts. Think that therapy is good for all kinds of relationships. You know,
agreed.
Jakai said sometimes being in a relationship could blind you to things about your partner that a therapist can help assist, and it'll create more comfort in relationships and growth.
I agree.
This is my. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna continue reading on. And I'm gonna tell you why I have an issue with relationships. All right, my maybe I could be the problem. Yeah, maybe you could. I don't know, but nah. He said nah, but nah. Funny kid. All right, East Coast Nipsey said, "Are there any females?" All right, now he's shooting his shot. I'm not gonna read that. That's gonna have to be read by the. All right. Trini said, therapists are usually non-judgmental. I needed that advice. Hello, no, Inka. I'm not one. I'm not two. I'm the one, not two. He said, I'm the one, not two.
He gonna have to explain that.
And then Spicy says, I agree. All right, so listen, this is my whole thing with relationship therapy, couples therapy, separate from marriage couples therapy. Now, the reason why I say this is because, yeah, you could be fantasizing in your own brain that this person has this type of potential to give you what you thought that you wanted from this person. So you feel, oh, if we go to therapy and we try to work on these situations, that might work, right? Boom. It doesn't work. You're in another relationship. Are you going to go to relationship therapy again? Are you going to keep going to relationship therapy with every relationship that you're in until you get married? Like, you know, with marriage, and where it becomes understandable for marriage is because marriage, you make these commitments to where you say, yo, for better or for worse, and for sickness or health, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you go through, whatever shit you go through, we're going to try to figure it out together. So now you're in this marriage where, shit, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how we're going to stay in this shit together. So I need help. We get couples therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a couple, it's two people. We get that therapy. We need it because we're trying to figure out how the hell we staying together with these damn vows that we made, and we're at a point where we need some outside professional help. Cool. But in relationship, shit, I might feel that way, and she might really just not be the one. So now what? Now I'm in the next relationship. I'm dealing with different issues. Back to relationship therapy I go. Back to relationship therapy I go in each and every relationship. So that's why I have issues with it being relationship rather than marriage. You know what I'm saying?
But I think there's a thing called couples therapy and there's a thing called marriage counseling.
Yeah, couples because it's
and I feel and I feel like not everything is marital because that's why they call it couples therapy. That's why they call it premarital. That's why they call it these other things. But if your extreme ass is going to say every relationship, of course we're not talking about every single relationship you ever get into. But if you feel like I really love this person and we have so much potential, and you know what? I do feel like we could go further, yet we keep hitting this wall. I don't know if it's her trauma from her past. Maybe I'm dealing with some shit or whatever. But we really care about each other. We really love each other. And we really have even talked about a future. I feel like you shouldn't go to couples therapy with somebody you can't see yourself marrying. That's my own personal opinion. But, and this is just in the couples part, if you know that there are things that you two can fine tweak to come into something more, whether it's a marriage, an engagement, whatever, and you like, you know, we can put a little bit more effort into it. Maybe we just need a little bit of assistance. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't feel like it's for every relationship. I do feel like it's.
Oh, I don't know.
Different, but I do feel like it should be reserved. Huh?
No, it was going in and out. So, but it's all right. I don't know if it was me or the recorders.
I think it's me.
Okay.
I think it's me. Yeah. But I do feel like once you know the relationship is something you see longevity in, you should attempt to fine tweak these things before you get into marriage.
I understand that, you know. Just hopefully you're not the type of person that thinks every relationship you're in is marriage, because then you would be, like I'm saying, there'll be no line. There's no line to draw where relationship therapy would be valuable to you, because if you're using it, this relationship, that relationship don't work. Oh, I thought I was going to marry this person. Then you're in a new relationship. Oh, I thought I was going to marry this person.
I think if you reserve it for just your wife and you get to a certain age and a certain point and you're like, oh, I want to be married, but I can't get there, then maybe the couples therapy is going to help you get some.
No, like, maybe you need singles therapy, not couples therapy.
Right, but that's not. But what I'm saying is sometimes that comes out in the relationship. Like, you might not think you got any problem, and then you sit down with a therapist with your girl or your man, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know I was dealing with this issue. I was looking at it from a completely, because by yourself, who gonna check you?
Right.
Who gonna tell you you're wrong?
So from knowing people who go to therapists, right? When you go to therapy, right, and you're a single person going to therapist, but you're in a relationship, right? There are times, like, based on, your sessions or whatever, if your therapist feels like, yo, you need to address something, they'll allow you to invite the person that you're dating in it. Right. So you are to end, this therapy session. But to say that, oh, we're not married, so we need a couples therapy session, that, like I said, that's why I have that issue, because I feel like there'll be no line. If this person feels every person that they want to marry, then every person that they're with, they're going to be going to couples therapy,
Then if they're constantly in relationships that they think should be a marriage, then that person needs individual therapy, because I don't know anybody who's been in 10 relationships and want to propose 10 times.
They got some people, they only date for marriage. All right, so hold on. Let me read some of these these comments. So Skino said, talking, allowing other connections, God then me. You don't need no other connection.
Why do you keep reading his comments?
We all face trials and tribulations in relationships. It's better when you have an impartial person to help you guide you. You know what I'm saying?
Said that?
It can also show you that guys are not meant to be with each other. There's something called self-evaluation. People need to focus on instead of focusing on relationship or marriage. I agree. Spicy said the key words are both care about each other. I agree. Skeena said people like that have problems, and hopefully it comes out in therapy. I agree with all.
Right, and that's the hope.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. But like I said, I just feel couples therapy, is reserved.
I think it's serious relationships. I think it's if you're engaged, or if you're thinking about being engaged and you have hesitation because maybe y'all don't communicate as effectively as y'all need to, or one person, like I said, is dealing with trauma from their youth, and that's creating like a barrier, whether it's, people having habits where they can't cohabitate well, and it's like, how do we get over this? You're not seeing it from my point of view. I think it can be healthy. I think it can be helpful, and you should only do it when, like I said, it's someone that you see longevity with or potential for more. That's my input.
I can understand that. So we got it on cheating, for her story. Well, you can have sexual gratification if it's by yourself, but if you texting that shit, that's a no-no. Don't be sexting. Don't be trying to get your porn from somebody you and somebody DM.
No personal porn.
Yeah, you can't have nudes and shit from Big Titties 1202 or whatever her name is. Yeah, you can't have those in your inbox, because then you need to go find Big Titties. That's how she feels. That's her story. And how I feel. How I feel is, listen, man, whatever it is, I'll try to work it out with you. I don't think if it's not physical, if you never met, especially if you have no intentions on meeting, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what your texts say, you know what I'm saying, if you truly have no intentions of meeting, then that shit wouldn't bother me, not one damn bit, to be honest, And that's how I feel about it. That's his story, and that was her story. So thanks for another exhilarating topic.
And we're looking for a co-host. I need one of you women to represent me next week.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Because if not, yo, listen, next week if I'm doing a solo show,
don't let this guy bully
you.
you.
Last week I would have had a different conversation if I knew it was gonna be a solo show. I'm just putting that out there.
That's
so
my
you know.
bad. I'm publicly apologizing.
No. It's all love. Ink. No, for real. I know you got a lot on your plate, so I honestly really don't feel no way about it.
But I need one of these ladies to represent for me next week because we can't let him run a show solo.
Yeah.
And we can't let him run the story or the topic into just his story.
Yeah.
We need a her story, okay?
Oh yeah, next week I already had plans. So y'all tune in. Y'all, if she get that co-host, she say today. So hopefully none of y'all try to save her because
Don't let these commenters bully you or don't let these commenters bully you either. Moschino and skills.
Hold on, wait. East Coast Missy got a question for you before we go. He says, so you rather sex a catfish? I mean, yo, shit.
It could be a catfish.
It could be a catfish, exactly. It means nothing. I mean, like, yo, so what? That's what it is. It's just that. That's what it's.
You should sext your girlfriend. That's who you.
I mean, yo, he probably sexted her too. Yo, that's how I do. He probably sent it as a group chat. Like, yo,
let me see who's gonna reply. That's retarded. But yeah.
So yo, look out for these polls. Look out for these the next conversations and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, congratulations. You know, I'm sorry I can't be there next week, but you know I would have loved to. I know you're gonna turn all the way up.
You already.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the food and all of that stuff. You know. Tell her hubby I said congratulations too. You know what I'm saying? And
when I come back.
Yeah.
I's gonna be married.
Right. She's gonna have a RS. It's gonna be not Miss. It's gonna be Mrs.
You're gonna put that R right in the middle.
Right.
Y'all gonna have to talk to me with some respect.
Put some respect on it. Put some respect on it. Right. So
yes.
You already know, y'all. Everybody, tune in next week. And thanks for all of the posts and all of the